Welcome to Triumph IAS. It's a daily mains practice question and answer series. This program is exclusively designed for UPSC CSE aspirants. In this video discussion, we will discuss UPSC CSE mains previous 25-year questions. Question number 1. Discuss the significance of the lion and bull figures in Indian mythology, art and architecture. Let's start with the introduction of the answer. The national emblem, India's most visible symbol of national identity, reflects the country's reaffirmation of its ancient ideals of peace and tolerance. Adapted from the design of the lion capital of an Ashokan pillar, it was officially adopted on 26 January 1950, along with the motto Satyamev Jayate. The main body of the answer should be: the actual Samad capital features 4 Asiatic lions standing back to back, symbolizing power, courage, confidence, and pride, mounted on a circular base. It is carved with precision, showing considerable mastery in the sculptural techniques. This pillar capital, symbolizing Dhammachakra Pravatana, the first sermon by the Buddha, has become a standard symbol of this great historical event in the life of the Buddha. Lion as the crowning animal of Mauryan pillaris has been found in several places such as Basra Bakhira, Lauria Nandangarh, and Rampurwa in Bihar, Sankisa, and Samat in Uttar Pradesh. Nandi, bull, is the vehicle of the Supreme Lord of Hindus, Shiva. In Hindu mythology, Nandi is the bearer of truth and righteousness. Nandi signifies strength, load-bearing capacity, and virility. In temples, the bull is seated in front of the Sanctum Sanctorum. The largest Nandi statues in India are found at Chamundi Hills in Mysore and the Halebit Shiva temple in Karnataka. A Shakti Pitha is always guarded by a lion facing its main entrance, just like a Nandi image in a Savate shrine. Conclusion of the answer is: thus, the lion and bull figures in Indian mythology, art and architecture are very significant. Question number 2. Discuss the role of Public Accounts Committee in establishing accountability of the government to the people. Let's start with the introduction of the answer. The Public Accounts Committee, PAC, is the oldest financial committee. It consists of 22 members, 15 from Lok Sabha and 7 from Rajya Sabha. The main body of the answer should be: number 1. As a matter of practice, since 1967, a member of opposition is being appointed as the chairman of the committee. The Public Accounts Committee plays a vital role in establishing accountability of the government to the people, as it is entrusted with the task of examining the accounts of government. Number 2. The PAC scrutinizes whether the sums granted by the House for the expenditure of the government was spent as authorized by the Parliament and for the purpose for which it was granted. Number 3. If any money has been spent on any service in excess of the amount granted by the House for that purpose, the PAC examines the circumstances that led to such excess. Number 4. The committee is responsible not just for discovering the technical irregularities but also for bringing out any evidence that led of waste, corruption, inefficiency or operational deficiency in the conduct of the nation's financial affairs. Number 5. The committee draws its subjects of examination basically from the audit reports of the Controller and Auditor General of India. Conclusion of the answer is: the committee, however, is not concerned with the policies and its findings are ex post facto. Nevertheless, the Public Accounts Committee has played a significant role in preserving the financial integrity of the successive governments in the parliamentary history of India. Question number 3. India's Traditional Knowledge Digital Library, TKDL, which has a database containing formatted information on more than 2 million medicinal formulations, is proving a powerful weapon in the country's fight against erroneous patents. Discuss the pros and cons making this database publicly available under open source licensing. Let's start with the introduction of the answer. The Ministry of Ayush had established Traditional Knowledge Digital Library, TKDL, in collaboration with Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, CSIR. As per the information provided by the CSIR, TKDL consisting of more than 2.90 lakh medicinal formulations of Ayurveda, Unani and Siddha which are available in the public domain, in 5 international languages namely English, Japanese, French, German and Spanish. The main body of the answer should be number 1. To facilitate the protection of country's traditional knowledge, access of TKDL has been provided to international patent offices, IPOs, under international agreement. In addition, pre-grant opposition on patent applications along with prior art evidences from TKDL are submitted on a regular basis. Number 2. As per the information received from CSIR, 2016, TKDL has been successful in preventing the grant of wrong patents in 220 cases. Number 3. For further facilitating the prevention of grant of wrong patents at international patent offices, IPOs, international access agreements on TKDL have been concluded with United States Patent and Trademark Office, European Patent Office, Canada Patent Office, Germany Patent Office, Japan Patent Office, United Kingdom Patent Office, Australia Patent Office, Malaysia Patent Office, Chile Patent Office, and Indian Patent Office. Number 4. Indian Patent Office had also brought out guidelines for processing patent applications relating to traditional knowledge and biological material to help patent examiner to analyze what constitute novelty and inventive step in traditional knowledge, that related invention. Pros and cons of making database containing formatted information on medicinal formulations publicly available under open source licensing. TKDL will be made available to the public for free access under an open source license. The license will grant the following rights to any person who wishes to access the information. Number 1. Right to copy. Number 2. Right to use. And number 3. Right to modify. The rights will be subject to the following conditions. Number 1. Attribution must be given to the holders as and when the information is used to develop creations, inventions or products on them wherever possible, and literature. Number 2. Source of information and details with respect to holders must be cited in patent and other IP documents. Number 3. Commercial benefits from the information must be shared with the holders as per national laws. Any use that is counterproductive to the ends of traditional knowledge protection will result in termination, and so on. Pros. The strengths of the model are as follows. Number 1. Free access and development of traditional knowledge. Number 2. Enable policing of IP protection over traditional knowledge by the public. And number 3. Ensure attribution and benefit sharing. Cons. The weaknesses of the model are: enable. Number 1. The rights on which the model is based is weak. And number 2. The model may not be enforceable internationally due to differences in rights granted on traditional knowledge in various countries. Conclusion of the answer is: finally, a publicly available database can be scrutinized by external experts, allowing greater accuracy in translation and facilitates scientific research into that generally. With several reports of mistranslations and exaggerated claims, the TKDL would greatly benefit from a constructive, public debate over its contents, as well as an informed scientific discussion on the utility of specific instances of TAC.